What's up, guys, and welcome back to my next video and my reading journey. Hope we're all doing fine. And today we're gonna continue with the fourth book of Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. So let's do this. Within 10 days, if so happen, thou shalt be esteemed a god of them. Who now, if thou shalt return to the dogmata and to the honoring of reason, will esteem of thee no better than of a mere brood and of an ape. Not as though thou hadst thousands of years to live. Death hands over thee, lest yet thou livest, lest thou mayest be good. Now much time and leisure doth he gain, who is not curious to know what his neighbor hath said, or hath done, or hath attempted, but only what he doth himself, that it may be just and holy, or to express it to Agatha's words, not to look about upon the evil conditions of others, but to run on straight in the line, without any loose and extravagant agitation. He who is greedy of credit and reputation after his death doth not consider that they themselves, by whom he is remembered, shall soon after every one of them be dead, and they likewise that succeed those, until at last all memory, which hitherto by the succession of men admiring, and soon after dying hath had its course, but quite extinct. But suppose that both they that shall remember thee and thy memory with them should be immortal, what is that to thee? I will not say to thee after thou art dead, but even to thee living, what is thy praise? But only for a secret and politic consideration, which we call dispensation. Whereas for that it is the gift of nature, whatsoever is commanded in thee. What might be objected from thence, let that now that we are upon another consideration be omitted as unreasonable. That which is fair and godly, whatsoever it be, and in what respect soever it be, that is fair and goodly. It is so of itself and terminates in itself, not admiring praise as a part of member. That therefore which is praised is not thereby made either better or worse. This I understand even of those things that are commonly called fair and good, as those which are commended either for the matter itself or for curious workmanship. As for that which is truly good, what can it stand in need of more than either justice or truth, or more than either kindness and modesty? Which of all those either becomes good or fair, because commended, or dispraised suffers any damage? Doth the emerald become worse in itself, or more while, if it not be commanded, if it be not commanded, of gold, or ivory, or purple? Is there anything that doth thou never so common as a knife, a flower, or a tree? If so be that souls remain after death, say that they that will not believe it. How is the air from all eternity able to contain them? How is the earth, say I, ever, ever from that time, able to contain the bodies of them that are buried? Whereas here, the change and resolution of dead bodies into another kind of subsistence, whatsoever it be, makes place for other dead bodies. So the souls, after death, transferring into the air, after they have conversed there a while, are either by way of transmutation, or transfusion, or conflagration, received again into the original rotation substance from which all other do proceed, and so give way to those souls who before coupled and associated antibodies now began to subsist single. This, upon a supposition that the souls after death do for a while subsist single, may be answered. And here, beside the number of bodies so buried and contained by the earth, we may further consider the number of several beasts, eaten by us man, and by other creatures. For notwithstanding that such a multitude of them is daily consumed, and as it were buried in the bodies of the earth eaters, is the same place and body able to contain them by reason of their conversion, partly into blood, partly into air and fire. What in these things is the speculation of truth, to divide things into that which is passive and material, and that which is active and formal. Not to wander out of the way, but upon every motion and desire to perform that which is just, and ever to be careful to attain to the true natural apprehension of every fancy that presents itself. Whatsoever is expedient unto thee, O world, is expedient unto me. Nothing can be either be unseasonable unto me, or out of date, which unto thee is seasonable. Whatsoever thy seasons bear, shall ever by me be esteemed as happily fruit and increase. O nature, from thee are all things, in thee are all things subsist, and to thee all tend. Could he say of Athens, thou lovely city of Cecrops, and shalt not thou say of the world, thou lovely city of God? They will say commonly, meddle not with many things. If thou wilt live cheerfully, certainly there is nothing better than for a man to confine himself to necessary actions, to such and so many only, to such and so many only, as reason in a creature that knows itself born for society will command and enjoin. This will not only procure that cheerfulness which from the goodness, but also which from the paucity of action doth usually proceed. For since it is so that most of those things which we either speak or do are unnecessary, if a man shall cut them off, it must needs follow that he shall thereby gain much leisure and save much trouble, and therefore at every action a man must privately, by way of admonition, suggest unto himself what may not this that now I go about be of the number of unnecessary actions, neither must he use himself to cut off actions only, but thoughts and imaginations also that are unnecessary for so will unnecessary consequent actions the better be prevented and cut off. Alright, guys. So, thank you for joining me today on this video, and see you tomorrow on the next one. Thank you. Bye.